Thank you for clicking on the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. As a small channel, it would really help us out. But without further ado, Akira Toriyama has sadly passed away very recently. He meant a lot to a lot of people, myself, people that I know, people that you see on this channel, particularly because me and my friends were huge Dragon Ball fans. And certainly me and Jay are going to talk about this on the Omega Level Nerd Show, so stay tuned. So I really won't go in depth, and not really if there's anything to go in depth about. Just that, it's sad, but again, great things that he has contributed. But first and foremost, everything that he meant to us through his artwork. Certainly his family is hurting at this time. So my thoughts are certainly with them. But without further ado, yeah, I am a Dragon Ball Z fan, but as far as my introduction to Akira Toriyama, it was not Dragon Ball, it was not Dragon Ball Z. It was actually through Chrono Trigger and also Dragon Quest. I can't really remember which one first for me, but Chrono Trigger definitely had the biggest impact, and his artwork had a lot to do with that. It looks very much like his work, and it's great. I love the fact that Chrono Trigger is such a great game, has Akira Toriyama's footprints all over it. It makes it even that much more special. So I popped the game into my Super Nintendo, and here we see this image of a swinging pendulum. Now, back when this game was released, this was actually the best graphical image that was out there. No other video game could boast a better and more precise graphical image than what you're seeing in this intro right here. So already you knew that this was going to be a special game when there were articles written on just this graphical piece alone back in the day. So you're able to stop yourself from pressing start and getting right into the game because you want to see what it has to offer. What kind of preview can we get? Is there some more story that we can get from, letting it play on? And indeed, we see here, what an awesome preview. Imagine popping this in for the first time as a 15-year-old and seeing these now iconic and historic images. What a great preview. Look at this masterpiece here. So again, we haven't even played the game, but we're seeing, what? What's this? Two characters join in on moves? Right there. What a great way to kind of prepare you for what to expect. So, again, just another master stroke with this game. It's one of the reasons why, to me, it is the best video game on the face of the planet. But, I know that does have a lot to do with me being able to remember going to Toys R Us, picking my ticket from the huge wall of video games, taking it up to the counter, getting my freshly wrapped with cellophane video game. I can still remember the smell. I can still remember the excitement that I felt every time that you get in the back of your mom's car and open it up. And definitely this was a special event, as history has shown. So it's wonderful that I have all these memories, but even better that the game itself was just a masterpiece, and the presentation was really the best to me that there's ever been. Really innovative for back in the day. So when we talk about Akira Toriyama and what he contributed, sure, he didn't make the game, but he contributed to the art style of the game, much like the Dragon Quest series, and now those are iconic as well. But truly, this is considered by many to be the greatest RPG, if not the greatest game that has ever been, and the art style came directly from Akira Toriyama, the master himself. And it's just, really sad that he's gone. But we do have things like this, things like Dragon Quest, that we'll be able to treasure for the rest of our lives. Now, imagine, if you will, loving this game as much as I do, and then, of course, it gets re-released here. Now, this cutscene that you're seeing right now, which is, of course, Akira Toriyama's artwork in motion now, this was not included on the original Super Nintendo cartridge. This came when they re-released Chrono Trigger as part of the Final Fantasy Chronicles PlayStation game. So that was actually a re-release, a little bit of brush up of Final Fantasy IV, and of course Chrono Trigger. Both games received some full FMV treatment. But boy, I mean, just look at this shit right here. Imagine how great this game was back then, not being able to play it for a while, re-released on the PlayStation. You know it's going to be a great game already, but then you get treated to this just awesome fucking video. And again, by our man Akira Toriyama with his, you know, artwork style. I mean, just look at how Dragon Ball Z-ish this looks. This is just fucking great, even now. But I can still, again, clearly remember getting my copy of Final Fantasy Chronicles, popping this in, and watching this full motion video for the first time. It was absolutely amazing. Don't know if I'll ever have another experience like that, but I am very glad that with a game like Chrono Trigger, what it means to me and for everyone else, that they went back and they did this. It was just great. I don't really know what else to say other than I do want to thank the @WellReadMage on Twitter. He had the idea of, you know, with Akira Toriyama, with his passing, to go back and play the game, and I'm going to indeed do that. I actually purchased it on Steam just so I can easy access, you know, to the game and to be able to record it, because I do want to do a recorded playthrough. I mean, heck, I'm even playing through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now. But I'm going to kind of pause that a little bit because I do want to play this. I do want to play this at this time as we're freshly mourning the loss of Akira Toriyama and what he means to the anime world, the video game world. I mean, just absolutely a titan of industry, and a lot of people are fans because of him, because of what he has done, and I'm just so glad that he's a part of Chrono Trigger. So please join me on my playthrough. Stay tuned to the channel, like and subscribe. It would humble me very much, and I would be ever so grateful.